I wanted to know why people in Clinton County was always consider themselves Clintonians when they live in Cross Forks. Now I kind of know, but I'm here at Laurel Hill Cemetery, which is about the same distance I just said, a quarter of a mile. It just gets a little confused with the cemetery at Cross Fork Cemetery, which is in town, is in the village up here. So I'm just going to take you up the road a little bit up here for start this up here. But I'm going to show you and tell you some history about Cross Fork. See, this is the cemetery. There's not much in this cemetery. It's only a small cemetery. It needs a little repair and needs some grass mowed here. But I'm gonna head back up in. I'm down on Main Street here, right off of right down below Cross Fork itself. I have to head back up. Going to head back up to the cemetery in Cross Fork. Then I'll start giving you the history of Cross Fork, which is a small little history that I got. And I'll tell you what time it begins. It began, and the history that's a little interesting for everyone. Hello, I'm in the village of Cross Fork. I can see why they call it the Clintonians now, because they're only about a half a mile, and the south part of Cross Fork is in Clinton County. They do have a store up here, and then they do have a lot of other people here in this place. But here's what I'm going to start as. Cross Fork was established in 1847. And I found that on a shirt, so... Okay, it's in Stewardson Township, Potter County. It's also in the middle of Susquehannock State Forest. So it's also in the Allegheny Plateaus. It's not in the mountain area, but it is in the plateau. It's a census-designated place in southwest corner of Potter County. So, okay, here's what I'm gonna show you what it looks like where I'm at. I'm at the graveyard. Cemetery here. I'm gonna show you a little bit of history of the cemetery too, but right now I'm gonna give you the village. Today is a very small village. It's census designated place. In the early 1900s, it had a population numbering in the thousands and was an important lumbering center. Today, the Cross Fork is known for trout fishing on Kettle Creek and Cross Fork Creek, including a children's fishing derby held annually in May. Okay, history. In the early 1900s, trees on the nearby mountains, which is really not mountains, it's a plateau in the highlands, were cut down. This small town now has only a fire department, a post office, and a store. But it also has a great cemetery and other small things around here. A lot of cabins and that. Okay, however, it used to include a school, fire, and ambulance, police, Major League Baseball. Not sure about that. I haven't found nothing on it, but it also says a football team and many other facilities of a city. Okay, this town was burnt down in the 1910s. There was a sawmill located along the creek that belonged to the Lackawanna Lumber Company. The sawmill burnt down about three times, but was rebuilt each time. The town quickly grew and was soon the biggest logging town in PA. The nearby town of Austin was the runner-up, which had a flood in there years ago, which knocked down a lot of that, but that's a different history. When the trees were all gone, the lumber company moved out. And again, the town was again burned. Very few people were left at that time. The sawmill no longer exists, and was one building left that was condemned and was burnt in 2006. All local fire companies attended and used it as a structural fire training. When the burning of the building happened, that was the last of the history that was up here. It was all gone, all the history from the logging company. But if you look now, you can see trees galore all around here. All the trees seem to grown back, but I'm not sure where they logged at up here. So, no, it could have had mines in the mountains too. So you never know about that. Okay, this town would be forever forgotten. However, the local community has organized events to bring in more populations, including Kettle Creek Valley Outdoor Shows, now known as the Earl Brown Memorial Turkey Calling Contest, Kettle Creek Music Festival, Cross Fork Snake Hunt, AMA Endurance Race, and a Fishing Derby. The geography of the area. The community is located in the southwest corner of Stewart-Sun Township at the convergence of Kettle Creek with its tributary Cross Creek. There are a few remnant lumbering railroad grades along Kettle Creek near the village that was used to transport milled logs. Convenient. It's convenient here for hiking and fishing. Most of Ripon land is publicly owned. I have some music in the background. I don't know where it's coming from, and I have somebody over there in the graveyard, which needs Laurel Hill needs done what he's doing. At least he's keeping it in good shape. Okay, most of the Ripon land is publicly owned, although some of the old right-of-ways traverse what are now private land holdings. Pennsylvania Route 144 is now the vital link through the community, connecting northwest 8.6 miles connecting northwest 8.6 miles to Oleana, and to the south 18.2 miles through PA Route 120, just west of Renova. Then you have this main drag, which cuts down to the road that goes to Renova, which is Main Street. And then goes to South Main down below, down by Laurel Hill. Stewart. Okay. References was from Miller Jr., Stephen A. Brief History of Cross Fork, PA. Archived from original in September, retrieved in 2014, and also at Penn State University, Kettle Creek. All right, Stewart. This part is from the graveyard cemetery area. So it's Stewart Township, Potter County, was formed in 1844 from part of Eulalia Township and was named for Thomas Stewartson, a landowner. By 1855, there were 14 resident taxpayers. Most settlements occurred in the region just above Lady Township, Clinton County border, in the area known as Cross Forks. The Cross Forks Cemetery along Kettle Creek. Old Bull, the famous Norwegian violinist, settled a colony of 300 Norwegians and Danes in the area in 1852, in the vicinity where Old Bull State Park is. The experiment was unsuccessful, but some individuals remained. In Old Bull State Park, a remainder of the main era. Another earlier settler of Crossfork was Miles Thompson, who kept a sawmill and was twice elected Potter County Sheriff. He is buried in the Crossfork Cemetery, which is somewhere right around in here, so I'm going to have to look for it. Of Potter County, he was twice elected I ended up talking to one of the locals. Okay, resident another earlier was Miles Thompson, who kept a sawmill and was twice elected Potter County Sheriff. He is buried in the Crossfork Cemetery, and that's where I'm located right at this time. You can see it's Miles Thompson. The cemetery was established early to meet the needs of the burial of the early settlers, just as over the Potter County line from Clinton County and in the general Crossfork region where Clintonians, Clintonians lived, died, and are buried. It is included in this work. Well, it's included what I'm in anyhow. The Crossfork experienced its heyday during the lumbering boom in the 1890s and early 1900s. During the period of a little bit more than a decade, which I'm going to take you up to the other end of hip here, get away from the noise. The population swelled to more than 1,200, and large town grew up after lumbering and died down. Later on, the families moved away, houses burned down, and the small village of Crossfork is much closer to its 1850 population figures, which is like about 150 or 200 or maybe 300. In the initial cemetery reading by Robert and Maxine Curran, done in 1977, for the Potter County Historic Society, was completely rehauled and updated for this work, which is in a coming here at the Crossfork Cemetery. Number of burials 100 even, which several of them don't have tombstones on there. So I wanted to tell him how many people is buried in here. But date of activities 1850 to the last one in 1986. Okay, and then you have a Crossfork Motel nearby and Crossfork Pine Lodge. Cabins you can rent over the years, through the years. From 2 people, which is 80. Their lowest was 85 to maybe 100 or 120 for 2 people, but you can add more and put more money on that. But as I said right here, it's in the middle of the Susquehannock State Park in Pennsylvania. I ran into a local that didn't, this guy right here doing that, he didn't know that Miles Thompson was the local sheriff. So I would say they should put something on that grave to mark it, but alright, maybe I might do that or something. I mean, that might be a little bit more stuff that people would like to visit, even though they had a local person that ran for sheriff up here. You can see all the. I'm just showing you what the woods look like now, and I might show you a few other things before I leave here. I might go down through the South Main and show you a pond that's out that way, and I can show you where the Clinton County border is. Just come into Crossforks. This is the little hotel, which has 4 rooms. Up here, they added 2 more off to the side. Here's the post office. And they do have a fire hall. I have to go see where that's located. But, so right there's the post office. Up here, I'm going to stop up here at this little store on the other side, the Crossfork Veteran Bridge. Which right there's a little bit of history that I didn't know about. Also be careful up here, you have ATVs and all that stuff. Yeah, okay, right here's this little store up here. Okay. They sell hoagies, ice cream, and wood. And also fishing tackle, bait and tackle. Rolling rock, and you can eat here too. So there's local news right there I need to grab. I'll hold up. So, see, fire danger's low. You got Smokey the Bear. But she was just in a video I had the other day. Alright. I'm gonna go over here. Okay, recycling bin right here off to the side up here. Oh, they don't have a plaque on there. Thought they would have a plaque on there, but there isn't one. Oh, there it is. In memory of the deceased members of the Crosswork Sportsman Association. Alright. And there's special regulation, children disabled here. Hello. There's people down there fishing. In memory of Barry Gipe, or Jipe. Alright. This is the creek that flows behind Crossfork, in between the town. And they have over here, here's the Crossfork Inn. Fine spirits and good cooked meals. You can probably rent a room in there. Anderson Lodge. Gonna come over here. The Crossfork Snake Hunt, which is June 29th and 30th, 2024. It tells you, if you want to pause it, you can, at the end here, you can tell you what's going on there. But here's that Smoke County Jam I was talking to you about. They even had a ride and breakfast, which was in May. This is a couple weeks from now, the Smoke Country Jam at 2022. And I don't see any maps in here. That's what I was looking for, but okay. There's Crossfork Veteran Bridge. I had to spend $10 in there at that place, at least. Next time I come in, they have some good stuff in there, so I might just stop in and get some stuff. South Main Road, Anderson Lodge. I'm leaving Crossfork. This is on the south side of Crossfork, and right here's the fire company. Snake Hunt right here. This fire company, and all right, and I'm just going to show you where the borderline is. And I guess right here, you get the snake hunt. I guess they're working at it right now, keep everything clean in this area. So, sorry about the engine. This thing's acting up a little bit, and I'm just trying to get it so it kicks in, so I don't have to have that roaring. I want to show you, the paper fell on the floor. I want to show you where to look. Right here, about a quarter-mile below, is Clinton County. See, Clinton County and this Lady Township. And this is still south. This is still south, and over here you have a pond, which I think it has an area where the train used to go through over there for the logging, but I'm not sure. Okay, this is the south. Right here, the Twin Pond is what that's called back there. And this is where I started at. And I'm gonna go up over the hill to go home. So, alright, well, I hope you enjoyed the history of Crossworks and wonder why Clinton County became Clinton County. See, I started here at Laurel Hill, and I'm in here at Laurel Hill. I'll catch you guys later, and you guys have a good day.